Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Welcome to the Infowars Nightly News. It's Friday, November 21st, 2014, and I'm Leanne McAdoo. Here are tonight's top stories.
Tonight, as Obama betrays the Founding Fathers, fallout from his amnesty plan through executive order begins, and the GOP announces a lawsuit for rewriting federal law. Plus, corrupt police collude with Mexican drug lords in a massive student massacre in southern Mexico. All that plus updates from Ferguson up next on the Infowars Nightly News.
Well, he did it, folks. He said he was going to use his pen and his phone, and he did. Obama made his big prime time announcement that he's taking everything into his own hands and announces executive amnesty, of course, which is going to allow up to 5 million illegal aliens, undocumented immigrants to stay in the country and work without fear of deportation. Now, basically, anyone that wants to talk out about this is going to be against keeping the families together, because that's what he was very specific to say, that that's what this was all about, keeping families together. And if you're against that, well, you're a racist. Well, that's what this is not about. It is not about that at all. This is about the fact that he has now swept up all of this power into the executive branch. It's not about being against the families who are going to benefit from this plan. It is about this precedent that the president has now set for all future dictators in training. Now, USA Today calls it the wrong way to do the right thing, and they say that this announcement amounts to executive overreach. By taking such a broad action through executive order, Obama has set a precedent for future presidents, and as hard as it might be for Democrats to believe, someday there will be a Republican president, and that president could use an executive order to suspend enforcement of laws such as the Obamacare tax penalty for not buying health insurance. Or, of course, they could revoke Obama's plan and resume deportations, putting all of these illegal aliens who are now coming out of the shadows in danger. Basically saying that these people that are going to come out of the shadows are going to be in a sort of limbo. Now, Obama has said many times that taking things into his own hands and taking this action on his own would be against the way our system works. He said it's not how our democratic system works, but he went ahead and did it anyway. Now, Republicans are saying that they're going to sue. They've actually launched a lawsuit against the president today, charging that he has abused his authority with executive actions on health care and immigration. Now, not only did the president rewrite the health care law by delaying the employer mandate, but the lawsuit also challenges the legality of payments that are being made by the White House to insurance companies, which is designed to lower consumers' out-of-pocket costs. Now, Republicans are saying that the money for these payments was not appropriated by Congress. Now, Speaker Boehner is basically saying that if this president can get away with making his own laws, future presidents are also going to have the ability to as well. The House has an obligation to stand up for the Constitution, and that is exactly why they are pursuing this course of action. And so, of course, this is the real danger with executive amnesty. It's already been hard enough for Congress to wrestle back power that the presidents in the past have taken to just launch war indefinitely with other countries without getting congressional approval. They've already not stood up to that happening. Now we have a president who's saying, well, you're not moving fast enough on immigration, and I don't like it, so I'm just going to go ahead and do what I want. What are presidents in the future going to do? That is the real danger. That is what everyone is so upset about with this sweeping amnesty, with this executive action that the president has taken. It's not about being against families and, wanting to break families up. With this move, Obama has passed the Rubicon. Now, the argument that's being given by John Boehner is that fixing the broken immigration system should be done, but through the democratic process. It says moving bills through the people's house, through the Senate, and then on to the president's desk. Now, a lot of people say, well, there's so much gridlock, but our system is designed to have gridlock. It's designed to pass through this way so that every time there's not a re-election, the system isn't being upended and completely turned over based on whoever is setting the agenda for that day or for that term. This is why there is gridlock. It's designed to be this way. Now, Rand Paul is basically saying that President Obama is not above the law and he has no right to issue executive amnesty, saying his actions blatantly ignore the separation of powers and the principles our country was founded on. The president has said 22 times previously that he does not have the power to legislate on immigration. And then Paul goes on to say that I believe that immigration reform is needed. However, for true and effective reform, we must first secure the border. He says he's not going to sit idly by and let the president bypass Congress and our Constitution. Now, establishment Republicans are basically saying impeachment is off the table. They're worried that it could create a rallying point for Democrats, and then this would prop Hillary up to be a really strong contender for 2016. Of course, Judge Napolitano said that impeachment may be the only lawful remedy to Obama's amnesty program. So here we have a lot of people that are really upset. A lot of people don't know what's going on. Obviously, this is hotly contested, and it's not about being against families who are going to benefit from this. It's about reining in the power from this would-be dictator, because we're setting a precedent for all future presidents, all dictators in training. And seriously, how far does the president have to go? How many laws does he have to break before he will be impeached? That's the precedent that we need to set, is that if you become elected to become the president of the United States of America and you swear to uphold the oath of the Constitution and uphold the law of this land, and you don't do that, well, then you are going to be impeached. That's the precedent that we need to set.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with super male or super female vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 188-253-3139.